Thanks for being patient while I walk from inside of Dillard's up above. Using a cane. Well, I don't have a boot. My ankle still swells, and well, my walking pace is a bit slow right now. But they have begun staging for the redevelopment of the mall. That fenced off area, there's another one just like it up above. This is level B2, and level B1 has the same fences up. The Dillard store seems to be updating a section of fragrances. Sorry about that. Just a guy walking randomly. But anyway, so up above on level B1, they also have the same fences set up. That is going to be for the mall redevelopment. They've finally begun. I read it was supposed to begin in August, but it just didn't. September, Labor Day had come and they hadn't started yet. But now they're finally starting. They have the staging area set up in the red garage here below Dillard's on both floors. Near the, near the two Dillard escalator entrances. And in the mall, the flooring sample that was in front of where Dillard's is located on the bottom floor is no longer there. It's been removed. Today, they're holding the, what's it called? Well, they're holding a fashion showcase and casting call, which is supposed to end here at 3 o'clock. By the time I got here at about 1:30, it was in full force and there was a line around the escalator, kind of at that juncture of Neiman Marcus and Dillard. Because I guess there's also a kids component as well, so there's a separate category for the kids. And so, and I'm sorry, I'm having trouble remembering the name of it right now, which is kind of odd because it's just 3 simple letters. But they are doing this. I mean, I had to look up online what they were actually doing. I'll have to find out later what it is and maybe just put it in the description below whenever I finally post this. But today is Saturday, September 30th. It's about 2:45. Because I got to the mall, came out, I could already hear like the noise from inside of Dillard's. And I knew it wasn't inside of Dillard's. And then you can start hearing like announcers or whatever. And so here's the other staging area they've set up. And I am too far. We'll try that again. But I came out to the mall, and I could tell they were doing something, but I wasn't exactly sure what it was, and just judging by what I had seen, it was starting to look more and more like fashion-related stuff, because there's one area that looks like a kind of like a carpeted runway that you see like at fashion shows and movie premieres that the celebrities walk and stuff. See, there's the B1 entrance, Dillard's. And then here's another fenced off area, but I can see through the mesh and I can see that there's nothing back there yet. And in fact, they haven't finished putting up the fence, because here's more fence. So they haven't started doing anything with that just yet. If you look up here, that they closed that in. Hopefully you could tell they closed that in. That was an opening from Camel View Plaza. And that would have been that area would have been exposed to the surface. It wouldn't have been enclosed inside of a building from aerials that I have seen of the old mall. See, this was the Sakowitz entrance. Now it's Neiman Marcus. And in between Sakowitz and Neiman Marcus, this anchor operated as a Dillard's Women's, as I had found out. I'm just going out onto Camelback here. There's one other thing I had seen. Why not just show off the outside of this real quick? But there was two other indications outside of the mall that I have seen for this expansion project that is coming. And that is just what they're doing on the exterior. This Neiman Marcus still has its valet parking. I did not know that. But I guess that makes sense with the flags there. So you can see the fencing again. This is B2, which is 2 levels underneath the Dillards. Of course, I'll have to find out whatever they do with these stairs right here, if these are going to remain as they are or not, because that's left over from Camel View Plaza, and it goes upstairs to the surface world. And I'm not sure if the redevelopment will see the survival of that staircase, and if there will still be stairs in that location, will the stairs themselves change? Because those are original from 1972. But I'm going to go up. I'm just coming along the back way, but I'm going to go up and around to the other side. The north side of Dillard's. So I'm now going back up the same ramp I just came down. I'm going up the same ramp I already went up. On the interior of the mall, the one sign that I see there, the food court area, the middle level, which is still technically the lower level of the mall, the ceiling is gone. And you just see what was above the ceiling exposed, so the underside of the upper level. So there's another indication. I mean, I guess this stage of the remodeling will also include at least the food court in some part. I thought, at first I thought it was the entire mall, but then it looked like it was just going to be the one wing, but I guess it must be spilling into the food court. And before I went down the escalators, there is the Dillard stores, and I just kind of walked towards it a little bit before turning around for the escalator, but that was a mall entrance right there. That was the entrance into a mall. But aside from the ceiling being ripped out in one part of where the food court is located, I don't see any other indications related to the actual renovation coming. Can you imagine living in one of these apartments or condos, and you look out your window and there's a mall? I'm sure some people would really enjoy having that for a view. There have been some other things going on inside the mall, like 151 moved out of its little corner space outside of where the Robinson May used to be, and it moved into the old Bebe space. The Indian Market moved out from its second-story location in front of Nordstrom, and now they're on the bottom floor between St. Croix and Johnston and Murphy. So there's a dumpster and fence, and then there are these orange temporary barriers that are probably going to be used to block off these aisles, because that's where the expansion part of the renovation is going. But I'll be sure to come back again, so that way, maybe I can show off or document more of the construction progress here at Scottsdale Fashion Square, because it'll be interesting to see, what they actually do here.